This here is the Golden North. It's a 1927 52-foot all wooden seiner built in Seattle. It has been owned and managed by a gentleman, fisherman, for the last 25 years as primarily a drag boat. As drag boats became less and less popular, the gentleman had not had a chance really to adapt to other kinds of fishing. However, the boat does have plenty of ability of it. It is a freshly painted, freshly zinced, just been out of the water here last April. And is in fantastic condition for a 1927. As you can see, most of the gear is gone. There are nets. There's also a web locker here in Bellingham, as well as a slip available for the next owner. The family is putting the boat up for $27,000. All the running rigging here is in excellent shape. Unsure about the crank gear here, but because of what good shape the rest of the boat is in, I would assume that it also works good. This here's the fish hold. It has not been used as a fish hold for quite some time and is unfinished. So anyone that might adopt it, put in a freezer unit, for example, has that option. Right there exposed is the shaft there. Tail part of it there is in excellent condition as well. As you can see, there's a little bit of water there from the stuffing box that still cools the shaft. Take you for a quick walk around before we go in. This here is the outdoor bathroom. Coming up here, get you to the bridge. As you see, it comes with a stabilizer set here. The life raft also has some survival suits on board. Shovels for the snow if you are up in Alaska. Here's the wheel up top. Old gear shifter here. The engine works great. Brought it over with a commercial fisherman friend of mine who had a ball driving it. Tailpipe, etc. Moving on forward here, that's the bridge, and the wheelhouse, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Interesting bit here, no windlass. So that is something that's not involved, but there's your hefty anchor. Again, marvelously painted boat. This gentleman took great care of the boat, even though he was unable to, like I said, adapt and really use it for commercial fishing the past couple of years. Here you go, Rose Seattle, number 14. This is your doorway into the main cabin. Splits in two. It's a nice little feature coming in. Got your salon area right here. Diesel stove. always having a tough time opening these guys. I'll have to figure out how to open. Oh, there she goes. Very cool stoves. Sink, cabinet, etc. Moving on in here to the quarters. Here are your survival suits. 2 of them. This down here is the main living bed. Top one's for a shorter gentleman. Breaks out into the wheelhouse here. The chain set. Cytex. Radar. Furuno Eco Sounder. Oh no, I'm sorry, Furuno radar. Down here. All the electronics work fine. Older, but work fine. This is for an autopilot. I cannot tell you if the autopilot works or not. Again, there's your gear shifter. Weigh it out. And this here takes you down to the engine room. Let's go down there. Before we head down to the engine room, just wanted to note the electrical system that is here. One thing of note here is, looks like a Fireboy system was added on. So that's a real nice feature that it has there, newer feature. Also, you have a battery charger here, and this here is for the engine as well. I think that says about 9,700 hours on there. That's what I would assume. Although the engine had a major rebuild in 1991. Let's go down there. This here is the Jimmy GMC. I can't think of how many horsepower it is. I want to say 400, maybe 380. I will have to check. I apologize. There is a survey available, one that was done in 2017, so relatively new. This here is one of the fuel tanks. As you can see, there's a little corrosion on it, but actually they seem really, once again, good and well taken care of. And that's the impression I really got from this gentleman, is that he really did a good job taking care of all of the equipment, making sure that it ran sound. All these hoses here, one's in the back, look to be in fine shape. These chains look well greased. I know that, yeah, it had a major overhaul.